We know the Carney government is promising some sort of bail reform specifically for repeat violent offenders. And that's something that was discussed as Liberal cabinet ministers met in Toronto. And for the first time, the largest municipal police union in the country was brought to the table to talk about the issues.
The citizens deserve better. They deserve to be able to go about their daily lives without the fear of safety or being, God forbid, shot in the streets of Toronto.
The day after an innocent driver was caught in the crossfire of a gun battle that erupted on Keele Street, the president of the Toronto Police Association had an hour-long meeting with key cabinet ministers as the Carney government prepares to make sweeping changes to the criminal code.
We didn't pull any punches. It was a very, very frank conversation.
From guns to organized crime to youth violence and repeat offenders, Clayton Campbell tells me he laid out all the ongoing issues putting public safety at risk.
In the past, we were never consulted by the Liberal government under Justin Trudeau. This is a complete 180-degree turn. We had the ministers that are responsible for these files, Toronto ministers actually showing up and saying, what do we need? And the conversations were not high level, they were in the weeds.
We had a very important conversation about the type of measures they're looking for, and we're working with civil society to make sure, and stakeholders to make sure that we have the right right action where gaps may exist.
A recent example of some of the challenges. A 12-year-old Toronto boy arrested in connection to a shooting in Markham last month was out on a court release for other violent offenses at the time. Police now confirm the boy was once again released on bail despite facing a new charge of attempted murder. Campbell says while some crime stats are going down, violence involving youth continues to escalate.
We're seeing an increase of 31% in the city, so clearly things aren't working. So if there's anything that they can do to try and make a little bit tougher sentences for those really small number of violent offenders, including youth, then we can hopefully see some change.
Also discussed during this meeting with the group of Liberal cabinet ministers was the issue of illegal firearms, and Campbell is hoping Ottawa will tackle the flow of guns coming over the border.
We seized almost 700 illegal firearms in the city last year. They're aware of that, so we always wait and see what the legislation is, but I can tell you we feel that at least we were listened to today.
Now, Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre is also calling for amendments to the self-defense law after this major spike we've been seeing in violent home invasions, and this is also something the TPA president supports. Now, we don't know exactly what will be in this legislation, but it's in the works and is expected to roll out sometime in the fall. Shauna Hunt, City News.